Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. Like this. Jump down here and look at that thing. I mean, this one is actually able to be parked at the shop, so it's a step in the right direction. Already we've made some progress. I can't blame the mod for that. That's the map. That's more a fault with the map than it is with the mod, but it's still... It probably influenced me just a tiny little bit as we started off. Right? So there was that little bit of influence right there. Look at this. This thing is absolutely huge. I'm thinking, I mean, yeah, we're going to try the Stevie one as well, because that one's way faster, so that one's going to be a lot of fun to use. But this thing here, this is absolutely insane. It's glorious. I love it. I love everything about it. This is my new favourite toy, and I'm gonna see if we can get across the ditch with it like we did with the Jacktow down the bottom rather than driving sensibly around, because who needs to be sensible when we can do it like this? So we're going to go across the planted field. Actually, while we're barreling down across here, let's go this way. So we've got one lot of fertiliser on there. That's all done. We've got one lot of fertiliser on this, and we'll have one lot on there as well once I'm finished planting. And then... Oop. Okay, I love the way that it does that. It is awesome, and I can get across the ditch. Go on, you can do this. Yes. Excellent. Right. That bit... This tractor is a bit of a monster to track that thing through like that. Alright, I'm officially impressed with my tractor, and I'm officially impressed with the seed drill so far that it was able to just keep going. And I'll get to here. I can load up the fertilizer, the liquid fertilizer right there, which we're going to need. And then we want to start... Oh, actually, I'm going to have to take the cover off, I think. There, like that. Ooh, that is a really nice bit of animation as well. The way that it unscrewed those lids. That's really, really good. I like that. Huh. I don't like the way that it's doing this. Let's just have a look here. Turn on seeder, lower, unfold, select seed, corn, close, cover. Yeah, I'm trying to fill the tool. I've got the box right next. Right, I don't like that. So what I'm gonna have to do is doesn't seem to want to let me stand on top of this thing or pick up the pallet either. Right, normally, if you pick the pallet up... What about if I jump up on the back? You can get it to work. Just... You gotta chuck the seed up on top of the... thing there, and about the only way to do that is... Oh, there, it was kind of working then. There we go. Right. So it's a little bit awkward loading it up. I can't just pull up alongside the seed and do it there, but, I mean, normally you wouldn't do that. You would have something that would physically load up for you anyway, so... That is... Well, it's kind of a combination of me and the mod together. There, that's all gone in. And then this one. So, yeah, if I've got it near the back and just kind of like drop it down over that bit right there, it does actually seem to work. It's now actually full. So I've got 2 pallets of seed over here that I'm going to want to do something with a bit later. We won't worry about that at the moment. Now... It only holds 4,000 litres of seed. So there's a lot less seed than the Jacktow thingy. Now we need to get it unfolded. I did press the unfold button. Oh. It's because it's taking a while to go through the unfold sequence. So there must have been some animations on there that I missed. It's slow and steady, so it's quite a realistic one. I mean, you wouldn't put in this much time and effort to making a mod like this that wasn't realistic. And this is a 36-meter seed drill. So they've clearly done a lot of work to this thing. The people that made it. I'm actually quite impressed with this one. This one, I'm already... Well, yes, I haven't actually tested it yet. I haven't started using it. But so far, what I've seen is really good. I mean, I can imagine that this whole unfolding sequence is something that might get a little bit tedious at times. It's gotten to there, and it's slow. I'm not going to lie, this is slow. So I think that this is something that would eventually get tedious and dull. But it does depend. I mean, you're not really going to be wanting to use a machine like this unless you've got some really ridiculously oversized fields. And therefore, the whole slow sequence is not really going to be much of an issue. Now, I don't think it's quite enough to be able to do that in a single pass. So we'll do this in 2 passes. I'll bring it up to here like this. So I will start it off manually. Just need to I've already unfolded it! How much more unfolding do you want? Oh. There. Right, let's got to lower down to the ground. Right, that is a ridiculously long time. It really is a ridiculously long time to have to wait to do the unloading sequences and everything. So I'm not fond of that, I will admit, but I think it's quite a realistic approach. Like, I do actually appreciate the work that has gone into creating this mod and making it like this. So now I'm going to set the hired help going, because I don't want to run out of everything. Even though I've got that seed there down the end of the field that I'm going to want to use, I'm going to be fine with it. We're just going to let this... This is absolutely ridiculous. Look at it. I love it. I really genuinely love this. It's just unfortunate the unfolding sequence. I mean, I guess I could try and drag it around unfolded all the time. But honestly, that's the only reason that I don't really want this one. Like, I'd be quite happy to keep this... Ooh. I might be able to change the unfolding sequence, because you can do that, or yes, you used to be able to. You used to be able to basically speed up the animation, because it's a setting in the XML file rather than anywhere else. Right, that I don't like. It's leaving a piece, and although it does look like it's going to turn round, so you know, I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to do this instead. It looks like the hired help is going to be able to cope with turning, but it does also look like it's going to leave a little tiny strip at the end of each field. Which is a bit of a nuisance, but there's not a lot that... We're not going to worry about that too much. Okay, I'm going to just let that one carry on now and go down to the end of the field there and finish that one. And then I'm going to go over to you. You've put 20,000 litres, 40,000 litres of water into that one. So then we want to go over to this greenhouse and just start loading that one up. Like that. So you are all tickety-boo. And then... Is there anything else I wanted to do? So I've done that. I've got to plant this field. I'll just check my factories a minute. This was the reason I didn't want to auto-distribute butter. Was because of the thing here. So we got 200,000 litres of storage space for each of these items in here for this one. And it only does 48 cycles a month. On basic pancakes and on these. That doesn't seem like enough. I'm going to turn that off of the auto-distribute. And what I might do, actually, is change the pancake production one and bring that down to, like, 50,000 litres of each one for storage. I do like big quantities of storage, but when you're trying to set everything up, there is a good reason for having smaller quantities of storage for, not, like, these aren't, these are base ingredients, so that's fine. You've got to manually go and put those in. There's nothing else you can do about that. But, like, here, I've got the flour, it can be auto-imported from somewhere else, and that, when you've got a huge amount, like, all of that butter is just going to be disappearing into the black hole of that one factory and not going anywhere else. So that's why I'm thinking that maybe I should take this off of the distribute, and we should spawn it instead. The cheese can stay on distributing. That's absolutely fine there. Not quite sure why, but this one is reversing all the way up across the field, despite the fact that we did everything that we needed to do up that end of the field anyway. So I'm just going to put a stop to that nonsense, and then I'm going to go over here. You know what? Let's change this crop over. There, sugar beet. Right. And we want to go through here, like this. I'm sure we can do this. There we go. Fantastic. And then swing that one round. I know it can do it. There we go. Slowly easing it out. Slide up onto there, and let's just stop right there. Now I can start. Lower down, and then yes. Right, we are planting with a 36-meter planter. This thing is insane. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to need to do, though, I shouldn't need to do 2 passes, because he should just be able to reverse up. So if I drive once around the field to do this first bit, then the rest of it, in theory, should all be tickety-boo. There's a car coming. No! No, car, you seen what I was doing. Why? Why did you have to mess with the plan? It was working. If I go back too far, though, the car inches forwards and makes it difficult. There we go. Right. I nearly managed to get round the corner. If that car hadn't turned up, it would have been just fine. And yeah, that was completely realistic. This is my 100% realistic series. You get 36-meter grain drills in the Netherlands all the time, I'm sure of it. And also, you would definitely sideswipe the cars like that, because they've got to learn their place. They've got to understand that I have right of way. Not for any particular reason, just because I want it. That is all. That is the only reason that I have right of way, is because I desire it to be so, therefore it will be so. Let me just do a little bit of a wiggle and twist, and then we can whiz on down this way. There. Once again, 36 meters of drilling all at once. I kind of want to get the hired help going on this fairly soon, because I don't want to run out of fertilizer and seed, and it is eating it up pretty quickly. Now, we've still got 235,000 euros left, so we're going to be able to do something with that. I'm just not quite sure what. I'm going to need to be able to get the header for the our harvester over there. So that's the multi-harvester, but we've got a potato harvester. We've got a potato header on it at the moment. We do need to change that. We need to buy a second header, and the second one is the sugar beet one. But the harvester itself is able to take sugar beet, so that's absolutely fine. We've got no issues there. Now I was thinking of getting rid of that little tiny tree, wasn't I? That's still kind of on the radar of possibilities. Also this other one over here, but at the moment I'm just going to leave them. I'm going to finish going along here, and then the hired help should be alright to go and finish this field. We'll then be able to get sugar beet. So later in the year, once we've harvested it, we're going to need a sugar factory, and then we'll be able to process all of the sugar beet through that sugar factory. Now, let's bring you round here like this. And yeah, if you turn too sharp with this thing, apparently it doesn't like it. Let's go up round there. So I kind of want to try and get it lined up straight-ish, so that we don't leave like a horrible little gap. So I go there, and then set the hired help going here. That's going to straighten out, and excellent. Right, the hired help should now do this job absolutely fine. So we're just going to keep a little bit of an eye on it. We're going to come down to the end of the row with it, and we'll see that it turns round. So long as it does the turning round bit, okay, then we can leave that one to carry on. It's going to take it another about 3.5 minutes to finish this entire field. But that's not a bad thing. So it's actually come all the way down right to the very end, just there, but it's not quite. There is a little tiny bit that is left. So this one, the hired help is not quite recognizing where the end of the work area is on the machine. But it is turning round. It's not doing a silly wiggle thing that the other one was doing. Right, you have finished here. Need to go and get more water out of this well. So let's load you up in there. And then I want to go... Our chickens are slowly improving here. That one there looks like a demon chicken. See, look at the glowing red eyes. It's a demon chicken. We have a demonic chicken. We got 22,800 chickens now. I don't really need to worry about buying any more. We'll just leave them to keep multiplying like they are. They're doing a grand job. And then they should fill everything up. We do only have 442,000 food. I did find out recently that chickens in the base game, they eat 5 litres of food per chicken per month. So it's fairly easy to work out how much they need. So we will end up with 60,000 chickens, which means that our chickens over the course of 1 year will will consume 3.6 million litres of food. We've got 1.5 million litres on the pen, which means that we're going to need to top it up a couple times a year. So what I'm actually thinking is that I might make a slight adjustment to the chicken pen. Just a marginal, tiny little bit of a fraction of an adjustment so that we can put a year's worth of food in for the chickens all at once. And also, possibly, I might just extend this down a little bit further because there is enough room. Actually, no, I won't. I think that one's probably extended out far enough. Like, we get a lot of chickens. We get a lot of stuff on there. You have filled up with water. Right, ideal. And I can run around here. Curious, actually. Let's just have a look a minute. So I've been busy filling that one up, and I driving backwards and forwards and so on. But the filling of the water is a tiresome and tedious task. So let's go to this one here and buy water. 7,800. That's a lot easier, isn't it? I mean, yes, I realise it does cost a bit. The onion one right there. Let's click on the water. Buy. Yep. Okay. That's an awful lot easier than me running around with tankfuls of water. Because that's essentially all we do. Like, if I can skip that step, then it's going to be slightly less tedious for some of these things that we're doing. Which I figure is probably an improvement. How are you doing over here? We're almost finished. And, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to need to go over the edges of this field or not. I'm going to zoom right down in like this. And it does actually look like it's covered everything. Okay. Yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. So it's just the sunflowers. No, there. And the sunflowers aren't even showing. Oh, wait, no, April. I'm pretty sure that they're ready to go now, aren't they? Let's go and have a look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure sunflowers are actually now in April. I thought, for some reason, I thought they were May, but I don't think anything is planted in May. I've got that little fertilizer spreader back there. We'll leave that one for a minute. I'm going to put the plough in front of it because I want to get that small seed drill there. Because I just want to see if it's working. If we can go and plant the sunflowers. We're going to try this again. We're going to try sunflowers one more time. Right, I got 94 litres in here, so we're absolutely loaded to the gunnels with seed. Let's just take a shortcut through here a minute. Sure, it'll be fine. Straight across there. Yeah, no worries. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. And we will line up on there, and then... Yeah, it's working. It's working absolutely fine. Okay, now, can you drive all the way down on this edge of the field or not? It's going to be the next question, because it is a very, very edgy edge of the field. There may come an area or two where it gets stuck. That's going to be a bit where it's going to want to turn around and go back to it in a little while, but we'll try to persuade it not to do that. I need it to drive all the way up to this end. So if it's on this month, well, I was going to get some other tractors, and they were going to help. I just need this one to kind of like start off things here, and hopefully be able to do a bit. And then we'll get a couple of small tractors and some more small seed drills, and we'll just work on it like that. And you, yeah. Alright, that's fine. So then I can go up here, and I'm hoping I can do something similar down there. Right, lower that one in, and off you trot. So let's leave that one there for a minute, and then we're going to go in here. We're going to go to small tractors, and let's see what... So we've got these little tractors here like these. They could be fun. There was one little... was that little Super Tiger, which is also fun. Got the farm all that we've used. Well, I say used. We've got it stuck up on top of a silo at the moment. Ooh, maybe we could use one of the... We could use a team of these. This thing looks amazing. I got a feeling that this might actually be, like, really loud as well. I don't know why. It just seems like it might be really loud. We've got standard. We've got bulldozer equipment on the front. Yes, let's do it. We'll lease some of these rather than buy them, I think. I got 4 of these. And I've also got 4 planters. And I've got the seed to go in the 4 planters. And also, I have found the bit in the code for the map that got rid of the sunflowers and also the sugarcane. So I've added those back in, and cotton as well. So they're now back in the game, and if you have a look here, you can see it showing up on the map right there on that field. So we will actually be able to do something with it. I'm not going to start that other tractor going just yet, because what I want to do is I want to get one of these, and I want to take it up there. It sounds like a... well, I don't know. When it started, it sounded like a motorbike engine. It's got squeaky tracks. This thing sounds awesome. This thing sounds really cool. Right, so we want to load it up. We can put 100 litres of seed in here. So there's 100 litres in there. And drive away. It does 12 kilometres an hour. I don't think there was actually a thing in the tractors section to increase the speed of this tractor. So it's going to be a little bit of a slow drive. So what I'm actually thinking is it might be better if we go and get our transport trailer, because we haven't used that one in quite a while. And if you look here, yeah, it doesn't have anything to change the speed on it. So, yeah, I'm kind of thinking that maybe the transport trailer is the job. It would be just the ticket for this one. So if I put this back up here, and then I get the next one, and I'll get all of these hitched on, and I'll get the seed into them, and then, see, it takes quite a while. I got my foot on the accelerator, but he's taking a while to start up. This is going to sound awesome when I've got all of them here running. But I thought 4 would probably be okay, because I have increased the speed of the... well, actually, see, I have increased the speed of the planter up to 20k, but it doesn't really matter because the top speed of the tractor is only 12k, so it's going to make 0 difference. But I think it's going to be very cool having a little fleet of these to do that planting job. And then what I'm thinking is, well, actually, if it's really cool to have it doing that little planting job with the sunflowers, actually, we want to change out the sunflowers before we make any mistakes, so let's change you to sunflowers as well. This is going to be so cool. Yeah, maybe we could use this for planting a bigger field at some point. We'll see. We'll see how the fleet works out. Okay, the roar of these engines. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. I really do. Just go up here. So I got the 4 of them all set up and ready to go. I'm just leaving them running for a minute because I just love this sound. It's amazing. Oh, that is beautiful. Right, so what I want to do is... Oh, that's better. Okay, yeah. It's amazing, but it's also really, really noisy. You have finished planting that field. That is all done. I just want to go through and check what else we got. Soil composition needs... Yeah, rolling doesn't seem to be needed on this map for whatever reason. So we've got... Everything is now planted. We're going to want fertilizer on these 3 fields once we have done everything else that we want to do. Actually, once we get to next month, that's when we're going to want fertilizer on the fields. Right, this one right here, I'm going to fold this one up. So I'm just going to do that. Is it doing it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one's really, really slow. Okay, so I'll let that one carry on there. You right here, if you just get to the end of the row here, I think what we'll do is we'll then do a pass up this side of the field. But I might do one pass manually with this one. And then we can sort of do a little bit down the... It's because I want to do a bit down the other end with the tractor before I start doing too much else. Because then the other tractors will be able to get in here without too much trouble. At least that's what I'm hoping. So let's just kind of straighten you out a little bit. And then keep racing on up through here. Like this. Alright, that should be okay there. And then, if we can ignore those trees, if I press H here, I'm hoping that he'll be able to... Because, like, the rest of... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.